Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a fascinating deep dive from the Good Movies channel to cook up the definitive power ranking of horror's greatest villains.
You know, it's the ultimate question for any horror fan, right? In a multiverse of monsters, who would actually win? Could a demon like Bughuul take down a nightmare lord like Freddy Krueger? Well, today, we're going to answer that. We're breaking down the lore, the powers, and yes, the fatal weaknesses of these icons to see who really comes out on top. Okay, let's get into it.
So, we are about to kick off a major countdown. Think of it like a battle royale to crown the single most powerful entity in all of modern horror cinema.
But first things first, how do we even measure power here? It's not as simple as it sounds, because let's be real, not all monsters are created equal. Their abilities and their limitations are just worlds apart.
For example, take someone like Freddy Krueger. In the dream world, he's practically a god. He has absolute control. But if you manage to pull him into our world, he's vulnerable. Now, compare that to a demon like Valak, who doesn't need your dreams. It can corrupt reality, possess the living, and command the dead right here in our world.
So to make this a fair fight, we need some ground rules. We're going to rank these contenders based on 4 key things: their raw physical power, their intelligence, their ability to strategize, their level of influence over the world around them, and maybe the most important one of all, their immortality. Can they actually be destroyed for good? Okay, the rules are set. Let's begin.
All right, let the countdown begin. Starting things off at our number 5 spot.
Kicking off our list at number 5 is the cosmic horror from Stephen King's It, the ancient shape-shifting entity we all know as Pennywise.
Now, this thing is millions of years old. Its true form can literally drive you insane. But it has one critical, massive flaw. Its power is completely tied to fear. The moment its victims stop being afraid, its power just vanishes. The fact that the Losers Club, a group of courageous kids, could actually hurt it and defeat it, well, that's exactly why it only lands at number 5 on our list.
All right, next up at number 4, we have a demon that's way more subtle, but it is absolutely relentless, and it has never, not once, been defeated on screen.
From the Paranormal Activity series, we're talking about the invisible demon, Toby.
So, Toby's real power is in its perfect record. Throughout the entire film series, not a single priest, not a single ritual, not one attempt to get rid of it has ever worked. It's an invisible, unstoppable force bound by this ancient pact, and it always gets what it came for. That makes it terrifyingly effective.
Climbing up to number 3 is a being who took a simple, common household object and turned it into a gateway for absolute terror. This is the unnamed, trapped entity from the movie Mirrors.
This entity's power is just unique. Even though it's imprisoned in the mirror world, it is lethally dangerous. And just think about it for a second. In our modern world, reflective surfaces are everywhere. Your phone screen, a puddle of water, a shiny doorknob. This demon can use any of them to kill you and trap your soul. It's smart, it's manipulative, and it is virtually inescapable.
Our runner-up, coming in at number 2, is an ancient predator with a history that is way deeper and frankly more terrifying than the movies even let on.
It's the winged monster from Jeepers Creepers.
What makes the Creeper so formidable is that it's a physical, biological threat. You can't exorcise it, you can't pray it away. This thing has been around longer than humans, worshipped like a dark god by ancient cultures. It's an immortal, perfect hunter that regenerates from almost any wound, which makes it pretty much unstoppable.
And that brings us to our number 1 pick. This is it, the undisputed apex predator of the entire horror universe.
And the number 1 most powerful horror entity is
The profane, the blasphemous, and the utterly dominant demon from the Conjuring universe, Valak.
Okay, so Valak isn't just another monster. This is a high-ranking general in Hell's army. It's not some simple ghost. It commands lesser spirits, it desecrates holy ground just by being near it, and its favorite trick is to mock faith by taking the form of a nun or the crooked man.
Its power is so immense, it can literally poison reality itself. And crucially, it is immortal. Even when the Warrens discovered its true name, which is supposed to be the ultimate weapon against a demon, all they could do was temporarily banish it. They sent it back to hell, but they couldn't destroy it. And that, right there, is what makes Valak our undisputed champion.
So we've crowned our champion, but you know, this ranking reveals something pretty fascinating about what truly makes a monster terrifying. It isn't just about raw strength, it's about intelligence, influence, and that terrifying inability to ever be truly defeated.
And it really makes you think, doesn't it? The greatest fear often comes not from the monsters we know, but from that chilling possibility of what else might be lurking out there in the dark, just waiting for its own story to be told.